Oh, right. I want to talk about this before we end. So I did a video about the Arch Linux C toolchain, probably, I want to say probably like a week and a half ago as you guys are seeing this. But we've gotten an update about, what's going on in the situation. At the time, we had heard nothing. So for anyone who didn't see that video, basically the Arch Linux C toolchain was really out of date. Like, updates had come out 8+ months ago and had not been shipped yet. Now, at the time of recording, this is not an issue. It's fine to keep using Arch. Arch is not unstable. It's not really dangerous, anything like that. But this is a dangerous trend that we don't want to continue down. We want to make sure these things get updated so that, if you want to actually use this system, you can use it in an effective, safe way. We didn't have any notification about what was going on, though, so everyone was really confused. Phoronix did an article about it, then I did a video on it, and it sort of blew up, and now we have gotten a response from the maintainer. So, Giancarlo, I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name, he is the maintainer of the Arch C toolchain. The singular one maintainer of the C toolchain. One dude does it. It's a problem. And it's always been like that, and it's slowly going to be changing. So, hi all, most of you are aware that our toolchain is currently outdated. We always had very few people working on it through the years, and I took over once Barth left. Barth was the previous maintainer, and I don't know if Barth was his real name, because that's a great name. Because it was needed. However, I've been having very little time to work on Archblade stuff recently, and the toolchain is the most noticeable victim. So a lot of the other packages he works on have actually been updated. The problem with the C toolchain, though, compared to, updating some random user space application, is that updating the toolchain is a much bigger task. If you fuck up the toolchain, nothing works. So getting that working is important. Given it is the most time-consuming, yes, as I was saying. In this meantime, a few things also happened that compound to the issue. Among them, we enabled LTO. Right now, I'm working on bringing new glibc 2.35 and also waiting on BinUtil's release so we can bring the toolchain up to date. So rather than going to the latest version that's available now and then BinUtil's coming out next week, whatever it is, he's waiting on that one. Because usually there is a fairly large release cycle between it, so if you wait a couple extra weeks, it's fine. The next set of updates will be a couple of months down the line. I'm aware we also have a GCC release coming out soon, and the toolchain will need a rebuild then. I don't believe we have an ETA on that one. I know glibc is... Actually, no, that one's out. Yeah, that's why you're working on it. That came out a couple of days ago. So for the future, we are trying to bring more people to work with the whole toolchain, so it is not much of a bus factor. We should have at least 2 toolchain maintainers. Yes, definitely at least 2, just in case, one of them wants to have a holiday. Like, just have some time off, because this is a volunteer project. So I totally understand wanting to take time off the project. There just needs to be some backup. There needs to be someone there so that things don't go to shit when you decide to take a day off. So I hope this serves to assuage the concerns over the current status of our toolchain, both present and going future. I am very happy that we've had some sort of correspondence from Gian. I was worried about the fact that there was nothing said about it. It's just been left to the wayside for months, and the only reason I knew about it is because some random dude in the Arch forums posted about it, and that made its way to Reddit. That kind of blew up a little bit. Like, a few people talked about it, but it didn't really blow up to the extent that it needed to, until I made my video on it. And I did notice some people in the thread where Giancarlo talked on Reddit about this, bring up my name. Be like, hey, look, Phoronix and Brody Robertson did this thing. And you know what? It always gives me, like, what's the word? A nice fuzzy feeling every time someone... Can I find the post? I probably can't... Ah, here it is. Someone mentions my name in like a, hey, you're doing a positive thing for the Linux community. Here we go. I totally didn't upvote a post about myself. Shh. We'll upload, update the, upvote the other one as well. This is always nice to see. I know some YouTubers, when they get mentioned on Reddit, it's just like a wall of downvotes, but hey, people seem to at least think that video was a positive one, and that's a good thing. Because I wanted to make that, like, I don't have the skill set to fix this situation, but I wanted to get the information out there so people that do have that information and do want to fix it do have the knowledge that it's even happening. Because I made that video, and a lot of people were like, I didn't even realize it was out of date. Some people were like, oh yeah, it was weird that, you know, part of the toolchain was missing and was out of date, but I didn't really put any weight on it. But it's good to see that running the channel actually does have a positive effect, even though, you know, a lot of the time, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I genuinely don't know what I'm doing. I'm just, like, shit-talking the entire time, winging it as I go. If you think I have a grand plan and I know what I'm doing, mate, you're giving me too much fucking credit. I got no idea what's going on, and I just stumble into things that work, apparently.